I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony, and we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth. We connect to higher levels of consciousness to bring forth divine energies, to heal and to teach ancient wisdom.
These energies that we access from higher dimensions largely consist of the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows really well. They are many, but they speak collectively as one voice. And for simplicity's sake, we call them our spirit team.
How we channel as a couple is very unique. The energies we channel come down through Renee's crown chakra, through her solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back up through my crown chakra, and it forms a three-dimensional triangle. That's used to heal and to teach.
These energies flow through us a bit like an infinity 8. The symbolism behind why and how this happens is actually pretty profound.
It's actually accessing divine feminine and divine masculine energies, weaving them together to form one energy to heal and to teach.
We will be channeling different topics in roughly 10 to 15 minute segments that will be part of our Blue Soul Wisdom series.
So if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey,
or if you'd like to access higher levels of consciousness,
or you'd like to take your healing practice to the next level,
then join us.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee. And we are here today to talk about presence, being present, and what does that truly mean?
What is the importance of being present?
And how does that make you feel and be more connected to your higher self and to higher dimensions where you can tap into a wealth of knowledge and inner peace? In a moment, we're going to connect to our guides and we're going to talk to them about being here, being now, being present. I'm also going to read a little bit from No Death, No Fear, and we'll see what they have to say about the passage that I read. So as Anthony begins to connect to our guides, I'm going to read a passage from No Death, No Fear. Many of you are probably familiar with the work. If you want to know where God, the Buddhas, and all the great beings live, I can tell you. Here is their address in the here and now. It has everything you need, including the zip code. If you can breathe in and out and walk in the spirit of I have arrived, I am home in the here and the now, then you will notice that you are becoming more solid and more free immediately. You have established yourself in the present moment at your true address. Nothing can push you to run anymore. Nothing can push you to be afraid. You are free from worrying about the past. You are not stuck thinking about what has not happened yet and what you cannot control. You are free from guilt concerning the past, and you are free from your worries about the future.
It is always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia.
Thanks, guys. It's so good to see you this evening.
It is an honor to be here.
You know, we're talking about being present, which a lot of the Buddhist teachers and philosophers and followers focus on. The being present and the here and now. And of course, this is such an important piece of work. No death, no fear. So can we chat about the importance of being present and connected? I love the analogy. They give God's address or Buddha's address, including the zip code, is simply being in the present moment of here and now.
What do you think it means by giving the zip code?
Well,
whose zip code are they giving?
The zip code meaning the address. How do you find God? How do you find Buddha? How do you find that inner peace? How do you find the things that give us inner joy, inner peace?
What is the address? What is the zip code?
The zip code is the here and now.
It is actually your address, your zip code. Do you know why? Because you are the Buddhas. You are the gods. You are the God. That is your address, your zip code is the here and now. When you stay in the here and now, at your address, at your zip code, that is when you are connecting with universal consciousness. When you connect with universal consciousness, or God, however you want to refer to it, you are always in the present, as you and Anthony are at this very moment when you connect with us. When you stay in the present, all of your worries of the past, the worries of the future, slowly dissipate, diminish, fade away.
So right here now, being present with you, I'm not thinking about the past, and I'm not thinking about the future.
That is correct. If you could stay in this state throughout your day, evening and night, you would understand the Buddha's path. You would understand that this is truly enlightenment. That you have let go of all of the worries, all of the problems that you feel or perceive that you have. When you stay in the present moment, that is when you let go of everything. And that is when you are most present with universal consciousness.
We know that when we sit and we meditate, it's much easier to connect. It's also much easier to be present when we are in a meditative state. But how could we be more present when we're at the supermarket, when we're in the car and there's beeping horns that are driving us crazy, or crying babies, or whatever it is that the triggers are that set us off? How can we be more present and more connected during those times?
We would say this. If you truly wish to be present when you are at a supermarket, then you must take off your headphones. You must turn off your phone. You must listen to your breath. You must look into the eyes of those other shoppers. You must understand what they are doing in the present moment. You must walk in their shoes in the present moment. You must make contact with them in the present moment. Smile at them. See if they smile back. Like you're smiling back now at us. To be truly present is to be present in your present moment, wherever you are, and connecting with all of humanity. You should always look at people, understand them. Do you remember we told you those that are on the street, many times you just pass them and you don't make eye contact. You have no reason, or you feel fear to be present with this person. Those are the people with whom you should most be present. As we acknowledge you and Anthony, you should take that acknowledgement and give it to others, so they are seen and they are heard. That is when you're staying in the present and you're connecting to all things universal, especially to God. Remember that they too are God. At this very moment, your world is going through that. It has to slow down and become present with all things. It must slow down and become present and be connected again.
Do you think that a big reason for the coronavirus is to teach humanity exactly that, to slow down, be present, be more connected now, because we've been traveling so quickly and not being connected with each other?
What else is there to do than to sit and meditate? You certainly can't go anywhere, can you? Now you must sit with yourselves. Sit and be present. One of the most difficult things there is for a human being, because you are constantly on the go, go, go. And now you must sit, sit, sit. And go deep within yourself. For this is where the work begins. Inside.
Also without the noise. A lot of times we are so connected to noise from our phones and our computers that is also a distraction from us being able to sit and connect with our higher self.
That is true, isn't it? Simple wisdom. The Buddha in the Mirror. Isn't that a book?
There is one, yes.
The Buddha at your address. The Buddha is your zip code. For you are the Buddha. You are the Buddhas. You are the God. You're not going to find it anyplace else, but within. You are the God. You are the Goddess. You are the Buddha. You are the Buddhist. Just sit and be present. And in that way, you will find yourself. How was that?
Very good, guys. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for receiving us, Gaia. It's always an honor and privilege to be in your presence.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So our guides are going to take leave now.
We are. But we'll be back.
Yes.
Thank you for receiving us.
So our guides are leaving now, and Anthony will be back momentarily. And we thank you so much for joining us to chat about being present and being connected, and to sitting a little bit more than we do at the moment without distractions.
Thank you. I'm always enjoying the journey.
Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye now.